Greetings! I'm back with a look at the most recent box from Willinged Box. Let's get right in it! The first item in the box is the quote card and list of the box's content. I like to read the quote, but I only look at the list of contents once the box is empty. This installment, we get a really nice and inspiring quote by Albert Einstein. Right under the card, I find two felt tip markers, both made by Sakura. I got a superfine micron pen in 005 and a larger graphic pen in 1mm. The black ink is archival and waterproof. The next item is a very appropriate pencil case made by Blue Q. I love everything Blue Q makes, especially their items that recycle plastic into these nice sturdy bags. Right next, we have two nice Ecoline products. I get the pen in a deep yellow color and the bottle is vermilion watercolor ink. I'm really excited to play with the content of this box, especially the Ecoline inks. I've been really curious about these and I love that they finally switched to bottles with an eyedropper. To test out the supplies from the box, I sketched something on Arches cold press watercolor paper in orange colorways pencil. I apologize that it's not super visible on camera. I proceeded to ink over the sketch with the pens. The larger one still made a very fine line on this paper, very easy to control. The tip is hard enough that the line stayed approximately the same width through the whole inking process. The other pen made a line so fine on this paper, I used it to add a few details here and there. I didn't put a lot of pressure on the pens while inking, but if one is more heavy-handed or inks on cold press paper a lot, I can see the tips being worn out prematurely. They would possibly be better suited to hot press paper, the one that's much smoother. Also, I wanted to remark that I kinda messed up the line of sights of the cats in this drawing, but it still serves well to test out the supplies from the box. Time to add some colors to the sketch. What I love of the Ecoline ink is that it's not waterproof. That means that I can put down ink somewhere, either from the pen or with a brush, and then work it with the brush and water to get gradients and the rendering I want. I used a small brush I had gotten in a previous Willinged box and slowly built the colors on my drawing. It was really fun to think in terms of a color palette made from only two inks and the white of the paper. The ink has a minor color shift from wet to dry, but overall it retained its vibrancy. It's also worth noting that as a general rule, Ecoline inks are not light fast. It's the price we have to pay for super vibrant, transparent liquid inks. Most of them will be made from dyes. Dyes are almost never light fast. As I'm painting, here's some info about Willinged Box, in case that's the first time you hear about this awesome subscription box. They are a quarterly box, meaning that you get a fresh box once every 3 months. That's pretty great, as it leaves you a lot of time to use your supplies before new ones come in the mail. Also, they are located in Canada, which is all sorts of excellent news for us Canadians. It's awesome to have a quality creative supplies box that is within this country, as it means no customs fees. And as a last highlight, they are really focused on choosing interesting items with the intent of sparking your creativity, whether you're an artist or not. I love that it's about thinking outside the box, haha, and playing with things rather than knowing everything about them beforehand. I let my first layer of colors fully dry and then came back to add a few layers in places. It worked really well. I noticed no mess where I overlaid extra color. Sometimes layering reactivates the underlaying color in a very unpretty fashion, but that did not happen here. The colors are rewettable though, so it's probably a good idea to not overwork them. Another pretty awesome thing that I want to share about these inks is that they are fully Copic proof. You can ink something with this ink and add Copic marker on top, and it's perfectly safe. It works better on paper with a smooth surface, like Bristol paper. You just have to wait for the Ecoline to be completely dry. Since they are both transparent mediums, it makes for a really nice layering effect. I'm definitely super happy with these supplies and looking forward to using them again. If you're curious about Willinged Box, I'll have the link to their website in the description below. I also have a special code that gives you 15% off on your first box if you decide to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.